family that moved all the way to Russia to get away from the gay people continues to get worse and worse news. And this may tragically be the final update on this family because things have gotten pretty dicey and some of the family might not be around much in the future. It's dark stuff, but take a look.
If I sign a 1-year contract and I go and serve it, my family and I all get Russian citizenship. Get it the regular way, it takes about 5 to 6 years. If I do this contract, we can get it right away, which is huge. Health benefits, hopefully school for the girls. DeAnna will be able to work. I mean, there are some other benefits too. I mean, it pays well. If you think about America, people just come on in, given everything. They just don't really assimilate, and they're just there for the free handouts. I don't want anyone here in Russia or anywhere to be able to say we don't belong here. And if I go put my body on the line for Russia, I defend the country, our new country. I've earned our place here.
Yeah, it is interesting that he describes immigrants as doing the thing that like largely he's doing. But to his credit, I guess, he is willing to put his body on the line, and very soon he will, because he's going into their military and signing a contract, and unfortunately along the way believing a lot of propaganda coming from the Russian government. Now, he's also spreading a lot of propaganda. If you watch the full video, he goes on to basically just say, what Vladimir Putin whispers to himself in his sleep or whatever about how Ukraine has biolabs, and they're all Nazis, and we had to invade them, and they made us do it, or whatever. And so he said that. Now, he ideologically believes all of the BS talking points about why Russia had to invade Ukraine, and maybe that will provide him some solace when he's fighting on the ground in Ukraine, because that's apparently going to happen. Now, it wasn't supposed to be that way. His wife suggested that the husband, Derek Huffman, had been misled during the military recruiting process. She added that after a month of service, her family had yet to receive any pay whatsoever. So he's being lied to, as like every one of their soldiers is lied to about the risk to themselves. And so the video where she said that has been removed. Again, it's not a free society, Derek. But anyway, he's headed to the front. And so she said, the wife, when he signed up and had all of that done, he was told he would not be training for 2 weeks and going straight to the front lines. But it seems as though he's getting 1 more week of training closer to the front lines, and then they're gonna put him on the front lines. And that, the 2 weeks of training and then you go to the front, that has been the story of this war from the very beginning. Nobody should be surprised by this. They lie to you because they're desperate to send people out into the war. And so they're doing that. So he's only got a 1-year contract, but the issue is that it might be hard to reach the end of that, because an analysis showed that a Russian recruit has a 1-month life expectancy after signing up for the war in Ukraine, which is like, that is like straight up like the depths of the Vietnam War mortality levels. And again, for a totally needless war, as the Vietnam War was as well. And so he was told when he signed up, and this is where it gets really sad, really tragic, that he would be a correspondent or a welder in the military. But come on, man, how are you gonna believe that? Like, maybe they need welders or whatever to put their tanks back together when Ukrainian drones blow them up. But they don't need correspondence. They don't want correspondence. They don't want news from the front coming back to Russia. They want to just tell them whatever they believe. They need people to hold guns. They need people, honestly, to be blown up by Ukrainians. That's what they honestly need. And that's what they need by the thousands every single month. And so it's really tragic for him and his family that he believed all of these lies and might soon be in a really difficult way. What do you think, Jayar?
Yeah, I mean, this is a direct result of your actions and the degree to which you're gonna believe all the BS that you've heard from leaders here. And then also now the leaders there, it's just the gullible nature of this guy continues to flow through him. And we'll see what happens to him. I don't want to speculate any of that. But the one thing that he didn't point out, he said health benefits, school for the girls and good wages. You were fleeing the United States, right?
Yeah,
so he's looking for some health benefits, school for the girls, and all these benefits, because all that other stuff were health benefits and all that is just way too woke in the country that he's from. So he has to go to somewhere else to try and get it by going and fighting there for them. By the way, also, as these ICE agents go through communities and snatch people off the streets, many of them, some of them being veterans that did serve, in the army here and then did go overseas and risk their lives and they're still getting treated like this. I'm trying to see at one point he's gonna finally figure out that when people in power who are authoritarian and wanna do whatever the hell they want, they're gonna do whatever the hell they want. And supporting them is not gonna save your ass. It's just the way it is. People think if I kiss enough ass, then maybe I can be spared from the fascism that continues to flow through. So let me go find a fascist and then serve under him and hope that he does me right. Bro, I mean, it's not gonna turn out that well for him. And looking at him, I'm not even gonna talk about what this guy looks like, but there's a reasons why that they don't have much faith in him doing anything better than being put on the front lines.
Yeah, I think it's really sad. Not only for him, like hope that he survives this insane, unjust war, but his family is also now over there. Like he thinks that he's like provided them with opportunity. They're like desperately hoping that well, I hope with the citizenship, all the other stuff that they were told, at least some of that comes true, because so far all of it seems to have been lies. Like, why would you do this, man? Like, again, it's people, as people are saying in the chat, it's anti-wokeness can be fatal, like metaphorically and also potentially literally, that you believe this stuff, you believe these lies about LGBTQ plus people, and it drives you to reject your country and go and maybe die in some battlefield on the other side of the world. What a sad, sad story.